Welcome to the second annual Light Up NBC Live. I'm Katie McGee, one of your hosts for the evening, and we are live from the beautiful Orem right here in Freehold, New Jersey. Today is National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day, and tonight we are shining a light on the most advanced stage of breast cancer, stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Last year, 685,000 people around the world died from MBC, and many people we know and love, are living with MBC right now. Tonight, we're going to introduce you to some of them. We're also going to meet pioneers working to make sure MBC gets more attention and more research. Plus, we have some amazing celebrity guests, musical performances, and you might even be able to plan your next vacation. So stay tuned. But you know what? Right now, we need your help. Your generous donations fund the much needed research going on right now to save lives. Did you know 100% of your donation goes to research? 100%. You can show your support by texting MBC 2021 to 50155, or you can visit metaviver.org/lightupnbc. But I'm not here by myself tonight. It is my honor to introduce the creator of Light Up NBC Live. She's been living with MBC for 6 years, and she's given meaning to her diagnosis through patient advocacy work that's both inspiring change and saving lives. She is a wife, she is a mom, and she is my co-host for the evening. Please help me welcome the one and only Tammy Eagle Bowling. Come on down. You look beautiful. We are here. I have been honored to know Tammy for a couple of months now when I came on board, but you have been working on Light Up NBC Live. This is our second year. Why did you want to create Light Up NBC Live?
You know what, Light Up NBC started really as an awareness campaign, and I saw a much bigger potential with it. And living with MBC, I know that we need more than awareness. We need funding. We need research to be funded. And I thought if we could do a show, Light Up NBC Live, we could actually give people a glimpse of the landmarks lighting around the country, and we could give a voice to the MBC community so that we could hear directly how MBC impacts the lives of people affected.
Absolutely. And Tammy, you've been living with MBC for 6 years now, but you've taken your diagnosis and you have absolutely turned it into a mission.
I have. You know, my mantra is make each day meaningful, and every day I live with a pretty high level of uncertainty, and you know, I just want to help fund research and save lives.
She's also started something called the Eagle Method, so if you're looking to find an inspirational, motivational speaker, voila.
I did that too, yes. Throughout the pandemic, I thought, you know what, let me try to write some of the insights that I live with to embrace uncertainty. And I'm hoping that the Eagle Method can really help people build resilience so that they can make each day meaningful.
And what Tammy is doing, Tammy is not alone. There are so many living with MBC, and as you're about to see, the disease can affect people of all ages and all backgrounds.
Hi, I'm Rosalind. I'm 63 years old and I'm living with metastatic breast cancer.
My name is April and I am 35.
I'm Amy.
I'm Linda.
I'm Liz McSpadden. I'm 33 years old.
And I'm living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
I'm 65 years old.
I'm 47 years old.
I'm Michelle. I'm 34 years old.
I'm Patricia Yelpo. I'm 43 years old.
And I'm living with metastatic breast cancer.
And I live with metastatic breast cancer.
My name is Maren, and I am 51 years old.
My name is Amber.
Hi, my name is Kristen.
I'm Sarah, and I'm 36 years old.
I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer 2 years ago.
I lost my sister, Monica, to metastatic
faces of MBC. And as you can see, for many, it's an invisible illness. The inspiration for Light Up MBC came from one woman who was determined to have her best friend's legacy continue long after she was gone.
Hi, my name is Laura. I lost my best friend to metastatic breast cancer at the young age of 36. Jessica was amazing. I met her when we were much younger. And when she was first diagnosed, accepting help was very new for her. She wasn't used to that at all. So she had asked me to coordinate when people were messaging her saying, how can I help? And I just couldn't believe the amount of people that were messaging me to support. And that's really kind of how More Fight, More Strong started. It was really a family and friend formed organization to support and rally the community around her. At one point, she came across a landmark that lit for a cause. And she said to me, wouldn't it be incredible to light a landmark locally for metastatic breast cancer? But unfortunately, it didn't happen until after she passed away. After I lost her, it just became very much a passion project that I had to get that bridge lit. Last year, we had over 115 landmarks. Puerto Rico's involved, all 50 US states, Canada, Sweden, Ireland. It's just absolutely incredible. And it just goes to show how many lives this disease is touching and how many people are actively getting involved. I feel overwhelmed, honestly, in a good way. I feel like Jessica would always kind of ask, I want to make sure I'm making an impact. And I feel like her legacy is well known. She is the inspiration behind the campaign, so her story is out there and it's resonating with people to the point that they want to get involved. That I love her, and that her legacy continues, and she'll never be forgotten.
It is a privilege to know Laura Inahara. I feel like she's an angel that came into the lives of the people in the metastatic breast cancer community. And we need more people like Laura who are not living with MBC, but who are willing to donate their time and their efforts to help fund and raise awareness for metastatic breast cancer.
When you think about what Laura has started and getting to speak to her and meet her last summer when we were doing a lot of these interviews, Laura was very honest with me and said, I'm not somebody who usually wants to speak in public. I'm not somebody who usually wants to, be on this platform, but it was her friendship. And you could see in the pictures the love that they shared. And if there is one word to me that really can sum up tonight, it is love. And it's friendship, and it's strength, and it's survivorship. And it is absolutely a legacy that we're seeing start there. And now it is all over the world on full display. More than 225 landmarks are lit right now in the MBC awareness colors of teal, green, and pink. And we're gonna learn more about the meaning of all of those colors coming up a little bit later. But right now, it is time to get to those landmarks.
That's right. Hundreds of Light Up MBC ambassadors all over the world worked for months to get these landmarks lit. And our first one tonight is Sarah, who is standing outside of City Hall in Portland, Maine. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah Harris, and this is my twin sister, Rachel. And we're standing in front of City Hall in Portland, Maine. And I'm here to raise funding for MBC. For me, funding and research is so critical. When I was diagnosed at the age of 33, and my sister was diagnosed 1 month later, neither one of us saw it coming. And at the time, I had a 4-week-old daughter and found out that my prognosis was 3 years old, or 3 years. I wondered if she would remember me, and no mom should ever have to go through that or have those thoughts. My sister is currently pregnant and will soon be a mom, And I don't want her to have to worry about her cancer coming back either. So we critically need funding for metastatic breast cancer.
Thank you so much, Sarah. As a nurse, you give so much of yourself, and we appreciate you taking the time to share your story. And now, we're going out to Paige and Erin, who are joining us live from Columbus, Ohio. And ever since I met them, this mother-daughter duo has inspired me with love that they have for each other and the desire to survive. Hi, ladies. It's so great to see you.
Hi.
Let's mute. Are you muted? Hi, I'm Paige Ridenauer. I am one of the captains for the state of Ohio, and we are downtown Columbus. And behind us is Lebec Tower. I am volunteering for Mediviver and Light Up NBC in support of my daughter, Erin, who has stage 4 breast cancer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Erin, and I am just so honored to be here tonight, sharing my story with everyone with the hopes of a better and healthier, stronger future. My breast cancer story started when I was only 28 years old. And unfortunately, because I was statistically too young and too healthy, and because I had no family history of breast cancer at all, it took almost 2 years for me to receive a stage 2 diagnosis. After 5 months of active treatment, I went in for my scans, and that's when they found that the breast cancer had spread to my skull. And I now live the rest of my life with metastatic breast cancer. And so tonight is so important for me because without better treatment and better funding and more better medications, I don't know how many more tomorrows I have. And I am just thankful to be here today with all of you and with my family and my friends. And I refuse to give up regardless of what anybody says. And I will not stop fighting because I deserve more. We all deserve more. And I'm just so thankful for you guys to have me here tonight.
Thank you so much, Erin and Paige. This is why we are here tonight. I want to remind you quickly, text MBC 2021 to 50155, or you can go to mediviver.org/lightupNBC and make those donations. Let's pull together and let's help each other out. Now, we're going to keep things going. It is time to head to the greatest city in the world, New York City, right outside the Morgan Stanley building. That is where we find our friend Kelly standing by. Kelly, welcome on in.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, I'm Kelly Adams Mahindra, and I'm outside of the Morgan Stanley building in Times Square. I want to thank all the buildings for participating in this event. This night means a lot to me because I was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer about 2 years ago. I was a healthy 39-year-old who had some back pain and built a small lump on my breast. I went to the doctor, and a few days later, my whole world turned upside down, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer that had spread to multiple bones and my liver. I started treatment and was stable, but unfortunately, the cancer came back in my lungs a few months ago, and I just enrolled in a clinical trial and started 2 new medications. So I'm hopeful that these 2 medications will kill all the cancer cells in my body, and I'll be able to see my 4-year-old daughter and my 6-year-old son grow up, graduate from school, go to soccer games, dance recitals. Scientists were able to develop a vaccine for COVID in such a short time frame because they had ample funding. And the bottom line is that metastatic breast cancer needs more funding. So please consider donating so you can help find a cure and turn MBC from a terminal illness into a chronic illness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. I know how hard it is dealing with MBC, as I too am a mom with young children, and your sentiments really resonate with me and so many others as we all want to see our children grow up. And now, let's stay on the East Coast and head over to Greer, South Carolina. Rosalind, our National Campaign Manager for Light Up NBC, is there for us tonight. Hi, Rosalind.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Weston, and I am in front of the BMW Center at BMW Manufacturing in Greer, South Carolina. I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in September of 2019, and I'm in treatment every day, and I'll be in treatment every day for the rest of my life. That treatment includes an infusion every 3 weeks and every 3 months a scan to determine if my current course of treatment is still effective. And I can tell you that over the course of the last 2 years, I've had a couple of failures, but I'm determined to stay in this fight. I'm determined to try to change the narrative and move metastatic breast cancer from a prognosis of terminal to chronic. But I can't do that without all of your help. So I'm so excited that you're joining us tonight, you're tuning in, you're giving money, and you should know that every options coming to the table so that people like me can live longer and love longer and be here with the people that care about us the most. So I appreciate all of you tuning in tonight and giving money, and I appreciate all of the amazing landmarks here in South Carolina. The beacon at the Cancer Survivors Park, the iconic Liberty Bridge, both located in downtown Greenville, the Cancer Center at AnMed Health in Anderson, South Carolina, the Ferris wheel down at Myrtle Beach, and our newest partner, the City of Columbia City Hall, is lighting up tonight. So thank you, Sep Canty, and your amazing team. I know you guys are watching. And of course, thank you to BMW, great community partners. They've given us far more than we've given them. And I'm just so happy that they're supporting me and others in this fight of our lives. So if you've given already and you got some extra money, give again. If you know somebody who hasn't given, call them up and ask them to support this cause. It's so important and so near and dear to my heart. Thank you so much.
Rosalind, that's why we are here tonight. And of course, you can donate any day of the week that you'd like to. Do it tonight. This is how you donate. You can text MBC 2021 to 50155 or head to metaviver.org/lightupmbc. Rosalind's spirit is so full of joy.
It is full of joy, and I think that you'll see a common theme tonight, and that theme is life. That living with stage 4 breast cancer makes you see life through this crystal clear lens where you just want to soak up and enjoy every moment of every day. And I hope that everyone does that, and tries to just make each day meaningful, like we said before.
Absolutely.
We have many more ambassadors standing by around the country, and we'll get to them a little bit later on.
We are joining you this evening thanks to the generous support of our friends from Live by Live. If you would like to see pictures of landmarks from across the country, across the world, you can see them today and over the next couple of days. You just head to the Light Up NBC social pages. You'll find us on Facebook and Instagram at Light Up NBC. And then while you're there, be sure to follow us and you can learn more about NBC. So one of the themes tonight, we've been talking about a few of them. One of them is hope.
That's right. Every day I say, with every breath, there is hope. And our next guest knows how the heartbreak and loss of MBC affects families, but she also knows the importance of having hope. Here's Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress, Kristin Chenoweth.
Hi everybody, it's Kristin Chenoweth. This is Josh Bryant. We are here in honor of Light Up. You guys do so much for awareness for MBC, and we want to be involved too. When I think about breast cancer and how it's affected my family, I know that the one thing that I have always had to grasp onto is hope. And so my song is about that. Enjoy. We see reasons for hope, reasons to sing, reasons to bring everyone together. Show them the best things we have are who we are. We need to unite with courage and love. Remember that faith can move mountains. When things seem dark, we see reasons for hope. When things seem dark, we see reasons for hope. God bless you.
I love her.
She's
I love her.
awesome.
Oh, Kristin,
She's awesome.
Thank you so much for sharing your talents with us, and thank you for sharing your voice and lending your voice to our cause here tonight. You know, so many people have helped make this night possible, and that of course includes our sponsors.
Absolutely, and one of those sponsors is Pfizer. They are committed to research that extends the lives of MBC patients. Actually, they have a website called Find Your MBC Voice that really empowers people living with metastatic breast cancer to find their voice so that they can have an informed conversation with their doctor about their treatment plan. And we are really grateful for their dedication to finding breakthroughs that change patients' lives.
Why me? What do I say to my family? What will happen to me? These are only a few of the questions that can overwhelm someone facing a metastatic breast cancer diagnosis. I'm Meredith Vieira, and I know how fear of the unknown can dictate the decisions we make. But if you're too afraid to speak up and ask questions, you might not get the answers you need to make informed decisions about your treatment plan. So I'm here to help you find your voice, your MBC voice. Visit findyourmbcvoice.com for an interactive discussion guide to help you have an informed conversation with your doctor.
I think it's time to go meet the team at Pfizer. They are live in La Jolla, California. Hello, Team Pfizer.
Hi, everyone. We're in San Diego and the sun hasn't gone down quite yet, but our building here is all lit up. We're at Pfizer La Jolla, and on behalf of Pfizer La Jolla, we'd like to extend a huge thank you to Mediviver for leading such an important and inspiring event.
Light Up MBC is an inspiring example of the MBC community coming together to take action on behalf of all of those who are courageously fighting and living with the disease.
Here at Pfizer La Jolla, we are dedicated to advancing cancer research and developing breakthrough medicines that can change patients' lives.
Currently, we're working to develop next generation therapies that have the potential to help people living with advanced and metastatic breast cancer.
We are so proud to be supporting the community this Breast Cancer Awareness Month and every month. Got a lot of our colleagues here tonight behind us, wishing everybody well. So thank you so much for letting us be a part of this event tonight and for letting us shine our light with you.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much to Team Pfizer. How great was it to see that army of people behind them? And that is what this community on every level is all about.
It is, it is.
Well, you're going to be hearing us talk throughout the evening about another name, and that is Mediviver. We just heard our friends at Pfizer mention Mediviver.
Exactly. Mediviver is the only U.S. organization that exclusively funds MBC research through a scientific peer review process. And the grants that they fund are saving lives.
This incredible organization was started by a woman on a mission to use her own MBC diagnosis to really change the way that we talk about stage 4 breast cancer.
Hi, my name is CJ. I'm 70 years old and I've been living with metastatic breast cancer for 15 years. 3 months after a clean mammogram, I found a lump under my arm and went in and was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer. So I went through all the standard treatments, surgery, chemo, radiation, came out on the other side, but I knew pretty early on something wasn't right. So I was diagnosed in September of 2006 with a metastasis to my lung. And I made a list of 20 organizations, mainstream cancer organizations, and I called each one and I said, I want to donate money to research for metastatic breast cancer. And every single one said, you can't. You know, so by the time I got to the last few, you know, I was saying, you want to bet? So I started telling people and somebody started coming in. And then as I began the support program, I was telling them, and we did things like make t-shirts and other things and sold them. And then in 2008, I had a yard sale at my house and we raised $2,000. This pink pin doesn't speak to me at all. And that was because when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer, the world appears and everybody's knocking at your door saying, join this club and join that group and donate here, and here's a gift for you. And when I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, there was absolutely nothing. So I designed this ribbon with a base ribbon of teal, which stands for spirituality, and green, which stands for immortality, as a base ribbon to mean metastasis. And then I thought, well, let's put a thin little pink line over it to indicate that the metastasis came from breast cancer. What Mediviver was created to both support patients with the disease, but also to fund research that will ultimately increase our longevity, hopefully do away with death from our disease, and keep people in better health throughout their treatment for as long as they're in treatment.
You heard CJ. The truth is that only about 5% of US breast cancer research funding goes to stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research. Yet 98% of all breast cancer deaths are caused by MBC. That is exactly why stage 4 needs more.
You can see why your support matters so much. When you donate to Mediviver, 100% of your donation goes to fund stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research. 100%. So you can donate right now. You can text MBC 2021 to 50155, or you can visit mediviver.org/lightupmbc. So while tonight is about hope for those living with MBC, the reality is that the average life expectancy for someone diagnosed with stage 4 is only 2 to 3 years.
Yes, and those of us in the MBC community know far too many people who have lost their lives to this disease, many of them young women with young children. Tonight, we honor the memory of my friends, Jenny Byram and Erica Griffiths, by speaking to their moms.
Hi, my name is Robin, and my daughter Erica passed away from metastatic breast cancer this May 7th. She was 43. Everybody loved her. I don't think I even appreciated how much until she was gone.
Hi, my name is Susan. I lost my daughter Jenny Byram at the age of 34 of metastatic breast cancer. Oh, she had a beautiful smile. Always want to help people, always caring, and she loved family. She loved family.
She wanted a child more than anything. She had Isabel when she was 37. She was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer when Izzy was 16 months old. She was still breastfeeding.
She has a daughter Avery, which in September she'll be 7 years old. She talks about her mom. She talks about her. We look at pictures and she brings up things, but she has her awareness that her mommy in her heart is always there. It was extremely hard for me as her mom. I miss her. And I just, I wait for the phone call. But as a mom, she was my baby. She was my baby.
We let Izzy know that her mommy was a fighter and that she never gave up. There are no words. You know, it doesn't matter if your baby is a baby or 3 or 5 or a teenager or 43 like Erica was. She was still my baby. She fought to live. And I think it's important that everybody understands that no matter what, you just keep fighting every day.
Jenny's dream was to light up in Morristown, New Jersey. She tried really hard. And it was the one thing she said I would like is to see a part of Morristown to light up. And when that happens, I will see the smile in those colors of my daughter.
Robin and Susan, your stories touched our souls. Thank you for sharing the stories of your beautiful daughters. And Tammy, again, my condolences on the loss of your friends.
Thank you.
Susan is actually joining us with family right now in Morristown, New Jersey, right in front of the Morris Museum. Thank you for being here, Susan, and again, for sharing your story.
Hi, Morris.
Yes. Hi, I'm Susan Alonso, and I'm grateful for standing here with my husband and Jenny's husband, John, in front of the Morris Museum in Morristown, New Jersey, to shine a light on NBC. I'm honoring my daughter, Jenny Byram, who is a wife, a mother, sister, aunt, cousin, teacher. Jenny had battled this disease for 5 years. Jenny passed away this past January. She was passionate in raising awareness and funds for research for the metavirus, so no other woman or man would have to go through this disease. Please find in your heart and help fund research to develop more treatments to battle MBC and one day a cure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan, Anthony, and John. I really admire that you are continuing Jenny's legacy and honoring her. I definitely feel her light tonight. I know that she would be so proud to know that you are doing everything possible to help future generations. I miss Jenny so much, and part of my motivation for doing what I do and Light Up NBC is so that children don't have to grow up without their mothers.
What are some of your favorite memories with Jenny?
You know, Jenny and I used to just talk about our fears about living with metastatic breast cancer, but we also had some really fun times, just, going to the diner and getting a cup of coffee, having lunch, and I'm really grateful for the times that we did have together.
We're so grateful for her family for sharing those stories.
Absolutely. Now, let's go to our next location. We are going to head over to Myrtle Beach and say hi to another amazing Light Up NBC ambassador. April actually lives in Illinois, but is so dedicated to this cause, she is joining us while on her vacation in Myrtle Beach. Thank you so much for being here, April.
Hi, everybody. My name is April, and I'm the Illinois State co-captain at the Skywheel in Myrtle Beach. I'm actually on the beach. It's really beautiful. I was diagnosed at the age of 33, just before my 34th birthday. I am a wife and a mother to my son, Lincoln. We actually just celebrated his 6th birthday. And most recently, just about 3 weeks ago, we discovered that I have at least 6 lesions in my brain. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been in whole brain radiation, sometimes twice a day, trying to just make it a little longer. And now I'm on a previously planned vacation, which is why I'm an Illinois co-captain in South Carolina. I'm trying to recover from the really harsh treatments that I have just endured. We really need more research so I can be the mother that I want to be, and the mother that my son will need in the future. We really need research for more tolerable treatments, and we really need research so I can be in my son's life. I used to hope that I could make it till he was at least 10, but now I'm hoping that I can make it at least to his next birthday. So we need research for more tolerable treatments, and we need research just so we can live a little bit longer and hopefully one day get a cure. So please help us lift the pink blindfold and help us advocate for metastatic breast cancer. Thank you.
April, thank you. Your story and so many others are exactly why we are here tonight, to raise money for research to help extend lives. Now, we are going to continue to show you those landmarks that are being lit up around the world to bring awareness to MBC in the colors of green, teal, and pink. And we are talking about this, and you saw in the story from CJ, she designed the ribbon, and this is where all of that inspiration comes from. But now, we are going to Miami. Our friend Patricia is outside the FTX Arena, home of the Miami Heat. Patricia, welcome on in this evening.
Hi, my name is Patricia Yelpo. I'm so proud to be standing in front of FTX Arena Miami Heat to light up together for the MBC tonight. Miami Heat is part of my family, and they are an amazing support system for me. They give me the guts to keep moving no matter what. I had breast cancer in the past, and last year the cancer came back as MBC. So I have been struggling for a whole year. But at the same time, I feel so strong. I am a fighter, and nothing will stop me, of course. My light is my positive mind, my good vibes, my beautiful family and friends, my Miami Heat, and always I try to keep smiling and be happy. Remember how important is the MBC research, donation to the foundation. So together we can make a difference to find the cure. So please donate to the foundation. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
I love her spirit.
I do too. Thank you so much, Patricia. I also wanted to mention a big thank you to Miami Heat, and they sent us a video today from Alonzo Morning, which was pretty incredible. And if you go to our social channels, Light Up NBC or Metaviver, you can catch some words from Alonzo.
Thank you again, Patricia. Thank you, Alonzo. And we want to remind you that we're hanging out tonight thanks to the generous support from our friends at Live by Live. And you can see all the pictures of all the landmarks today, tonight, over the next couple of days. Just head to the social pages for MBC. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Light Up MBC. And then while you're there, be sure to follow us so that you can continue to learn more about metastatic breast cancer.
Yes. We want to take a moment now to thank our local and state sponsors as well as our national sponsors who have so generously committed to funding life-extending research. Their donations have already helped us raise more than $100,000.
That is an incredible amount of money.
It really is. And you saw those national sponsors. I also wanted to just point out CGen is one of the sponsors, and they have a great Instagram page every day for MBC, which actually is a great resource for the community.
Thank you. That is excellent to know. And a big thank you to the sponsors. This is how we can raise awareness. This is how we can get those funds, and this is how we can really help fund that research.
Exactly. Those of us living with metastatic breast cancer know that more awareness leads to more funding. And we know that we cannot face this journey alone. We need the support from allies fighting for us and with us.
Our next guest is one of those allies. He's a Grammy Award-winning artist who is here tonight with a very special message. Here's Rob Thomas.
The average life expectancy of someone newly diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer is 2 to 3 years. That's just 2 to 3 years. But we're here today to change all that. Your donations tonight go to funding research that will help people get more time to live their lives, more time to be with the ones they love, more time to watch their children grow. Your support will help these people go one less day of dying young and have many more days of living strong.
Thank you, Rob. You heard him say that we need your help, and we do. Maybe they've memorized this by now, but 100% of your donation goes to fund stage 4 metastatic breast cancer research, and that is what makes Medivivor different than any other organization in the world of breast cancer. You can show your support by texting MBC 2021 to 50155 or visiting medivivor.org/lightupmbc.
I donated last night. It is super simple, super fast, and then you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the evening with us. You are watching us now thanks to the very generous support of our friends at Live by Live. Check out the pictures of the landmarks that will be coming in from around the world. Over the next couple of days, you can go to the Light Up NBC social pages, Instagram, Facebook at Light Up NBC, and then of course follow us and you'll learn more.
As someone who's living with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, I appreciate every moment I get to spend with the people that I love, and I am determined to make each day meaningful.
And Tammy, you're not alone. For men and women living with this disease, it is all about making the most of every single day.
It's ironic to say this because I have metastatic breast cancer. I'm only 38 years old, but I feel so lucky, you know? I have so many friends that didn't get to do that.
My kids are 3 and 5. I want to live to see my kids graduate elementary school, high school. I'd love college, you know, at this point. Research is so important.
It's already been like 8.5 years from my diagnosis. I won the lottery, you know? I get to be there for him. He will remember me. We are making memories.
But I didn't want to worry my grandma. I didn't want to worry my daughter, my aunts, my uncles. I only told one friend.
Just grateful to haven't gotten this time to be able to run with them, to be able to play with them. And like I said, just being aware that I can do that today and making the most of what I have today with them. And again, also I feel like a part of me is also planning for the future and making sure they can cook by themselves and making sure that they can groom themselves, because I'm not going to be here behind you and chasing you around.
You have some pain somewhere and, you know, you start worrying about, is that the cancer and is it there? And you know, it's a forever cloud on top of your head and really a fear that won't leave you. It's always with you.
I'm beginning to accept it. Like we always talk about fighting cancer and, you know, putting up a fight. But I think this third time around, I've almost come to accepting it. You know, it's here. It is a part of me, and sometimes when you accept things, you're able to move on. So I think this third time around, I've accepted it. It's a part of me. It's a genetic mutation. I'm going to probably live with it for the rest of my life. I just hope that I don't die of it.
Stories like the ones you just watched are exactly why we're here tonight. Research is critical. That's why we're asking you to make a donation. And when you donate, you're giving people like doctors and scientists the tools that they need to change more lives. Last year, Dr. Stacey Blaine was a recipient of a research grant funded by money raised during NBC Live.
That's right. She is on the front lines of this fight to extend the lives of people living with metastatic breast cancer.
So I am Dr. Stacy Blaine. I am a cellular molecular biologist. Primary breast cancer, we have very good success when the tumor is localized to the breast. Metastatic breast cancer is a cancer that is spread to distant sites. So it could be the brain, it could be the bone, it could be the liver. And just honestly, it's much more difficult to treat those sites because they're removed. They're in organs that we need. Many patients will eventually stop being responsive to these drugs. The drugs will fail the patients. So we're really interested in this drug-resistant state that happens to metastatic breast cancer patients. We now know why those patients become resistant, and we have to design inhibitors against that. And we said we're going to target a third protein that can inhibit both the driver of cancer as well as the driver of resistance. And by doing so, we think it can be a less toxic alternative. And so far, our preclinical data has been really stupendous. This is a brand new modality, a brand new way to hit these targets that's low toxic, highly specific, and also causes tumor cell death. Research works, right? And we all talk about fighting breast cancer and fighting metastatic disease, and the best way to do that is with research, and research costs money. Wouldn't it be amazing if we were limited by our ideas and not by our resources? So organizations like MetaViver are enabling that to happen, and so a heartfelt thanks to the entire organization.
You saw right there how powerful every single penny can be. So let's try to really raise some money now. Get ready. My friend Tammy here has some beautiful vacation homes that we are going to auction off.
I do.
Yes, you do.
And the first house is located in North Captiva Island, Florida. It's donated by Linda Hansen, who you will see a little bit later in our program. You can enjoy a relaxing week at this extremely luxurious home on a very quiet, car-free island in Captiva Island, Florida. The house sleeps 11 people, and each of the 4 bedrooms has its own attached full bathroom. The house also features an appointed kitchen, a generous living room, screened-in porch with hanging chairs, 2 rooftop decks, and of course a laundry room. Behind the house is a screened-in area surrounding a built-in pool with lounge chairs, an outdoor kitchen, and of course table and chairs and TV. The home has 2 golf carts. They can be used to get the provided beach chairs, sun shelters, towels, and beach toys to the white sand beach. Oh, this is sounding amazing.
Right?
And there's a large wildlife preserve that stretches for miles nearby, as well as kayaking, biking, tennis. There will be a couple of blackout dates that apply, but we can figure that out. You can just make a bid right now by emailing lightupmbc@gmail.com by noon tomorrow. And the winner will be notified, the highest bid, by tomorrow evening. The minimum bid for this property is $4,500 for the week.
The name of the house is Happy Hours. Need we say more? Girls' Weekend coming up. Okay, that's not the only one though. There is another.
There is. We have another house for auction. And this one was donated by April, who we just heard from, her sister-in-law Kate. It's actually her aunt and uncle's house. It's a beautiful home in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. You can enjoy a stroll on the beach, low country cooking at local restaurants, shopping, or even just take a drive to Myrtle Beach, which is only half an hour away from there. Okay. The house features 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and actually can accommodate 17 people. Ooh. So I hear big family or friends getting together. Mm-hmm. Full kitchen, washer dryer, and private walkway access to the beach. Again, a couple blackout dates apply, but we can work with you on that. To bid on this house, you can email lightupmbc@gmail.com by noon tomorrow. We'll pick a winner by tomorrow evening. And the minimum bid for the Pawleys Island, South Carolina house is $3,000.
So Florida, South Carolina, get the bids in by noon tomorrow.
By noon tomorrow.
I mean, can we discuss the front porch and the walkway to the beach?
I mean, they're both right by the beach, so these sound amazing to me. I'm ready to bid.
I'm pretty sure they're calling your name. Get those bids in. And while you're doing that, how about some musical entertainment? I think it is time for another performance.
It is. Next up, we have a singer-songwriter whose star is on the rise. And we are so excited that he is lending his support to us tonight. Here is the very talented J.D. Eicher.
Hi, my name is J.D. Eicher, and I'm really honored to be a part of #LightUpNBC. The song you're going to hear is called Evergreen, and it's like a little video of me playing it on a ukulele. But I wrote it for my parents, and it's a song about legacy, and it's essentially an ode to the people who live their lives for more than themselves, you know. And I think it ties into this event because this is a chance for all of us to reach out to lift up this community of people suffering from metastatic breast cancer, and to make sure that you know, the funding for research is getting there, and the support for individuals going through it and for their families is getting there. So thank you so much for listening to this song, and especially thank you for supporting such a worthy cause.
Starts out easier to say what you feel, then time makes emotions into onion peels. And I guess I'm getting old, but who isn't though? It's hard to love autumn when winter's in the air. Stress about Monday makes Sunday disappear. I can see it in your eyes. You're looking too far down the line. Don't you worry about dying, you're gonna live forever. Don't you worry about the living, they're gonna be alright. All the good you gave here is growing like a weed. You'll live forever, evergreen. That boat in the drive hasn't seen much lake. It was red when we got it, then we painted it green. And now the red is showing through. Time always tells the truth. I hear copper line playing out there on the water. The wind and the sails, my mother and my father. You ever sell that hunk of junk? I swear to God I'll kill you. But don't you worry about dying, you're gonna live forever. Don't you worry about the living, they're gonna be alright. All the good you gave here is growing like a weed. You'll live forever, evergreen. Father's father, and the kindness of my brother is the goodness of my mother, and the wisdom of my sisters is the sadness of the blood. Because all of those before us, they knew pain and they made love. And this voice that I hear singing, it comes from more than me. It's my ancestors in chorus, and their song is legacy. And now I don't believe in magic, that's not something that I need. I believe in how you've lived here, and I believe you're evergreen. Don't you worry about dying, you're gonna live forever.
Wow, is he amazing.
He is really talented. I hope people start to follow him on Instagram more. He was so genuine in all of his remarks and wishes for the night. And I have some great news to share.
Yes, we do.
I just took a peek at the numbers, and we are already at $170,000. So thank you so much to everyone who is donating tonight. We really appreciate the support, and it is going to make a difference in funding research that can really save lives.
Well, and as we heard earlier from Dr. Stacy Blaine, last year she received a grant from the money raised during Light Up NBC Live. So I am so excited to see where the money coming in tonight is going to go and what strides are going to be made in research and helping again to change lives. If you would like to donate, once again, text NBC 2021 to 50155, or you can head to medavivor.org/lightupnbc. We just saw J.D. Eicher, by the way. We still have another big musical performance coming up a little bit later. And if you have donated, maybe take a moment, share the links, share the ways to watch this. We can watch at medavivor.org.
Yes.
I know that we can watch on Medivivor's Facebook page as well, right?
Absolutely, and you can go to Live by Live/LightUpNBC.
Yep.
You can go to the Live by Live app. And just as a reminder, you can also, any pictures that you see, you can share on your social channels. Any public posts with the hashtag #LightUpNBC will come into our Instagram feed, which is great. And a reminder just of the colors that we were talking about, right? Teal stands for healing and spirituality. Green symbolizes hope. And pink is that it is cancer that originated in the breast, but that spread beyond that. Hopefully people are learning a lot of different things about some of the statistics surrounding metastatic breast cancer. I think that, we heard 30% of early stage comes back as stage 4, which is just another reason why if we can solve stage 4, we can solve all the stages.
Absolutely. Funding means knowledge, means power.
There you
That is how we are going. And now we are going out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Our friend Linda's standing by. Linda, hello.
Hi, I'm Linda Hansen. I'm here in Holdridge, Milwaukee. I'm excited here to be here. I think the lights look great over the harbor, but the light of my life is the love and support of my daughters. They have been with me every step of the way through 6 surgeries, a month's worth of radiation, several weeks as a hospital inpatient, and as of last week, 262 doses of IV chemo drugs. I'm lucky. Although I have metastatic breast cancer, I've been alive for 11 and a half years from my diagnosis. And I just want everyone out there who has metastatic breast cancer to know there is hope. I don't know why I'm still here, but I am, and I'm thrilled to be here. And I just want you to know 11 and a half years from now, you could be here too. There's nothing magic about it. I'm happy to volunteer for Medavivor because Medavivor is a charity that puts 100% of its donations into research to find a cure for metastatic breast cancer. And I recently found out that only about 2 to 4% of all the breast cancer research dollars go into metastatic breast cancer. And that's the kind that kills. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. And Linda owns the house in Captiva, correct?
Yes, she's always very generous about donating.
Very, very generous. Thank you so much, Linda, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And now we're going to all take a trip to Cleveland, where one of our Medavivor board members is waiting. Kate is right outside the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hi, Kate.
Hey, everybody. It's Kate Watson here in Cleveland, Ohio at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I've been living with MBC for a little over 5 years. I was diagnosed at 35 de novo with no family history, and I was busy raising my 2 young daughters. Making it past the 3-year life expectancy for somebody diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer has only been possible for me because there's been research that has developed well-tolerated, effective treatments that are working so far for me. And I want that for every patient diagnosed with breast cancer. I also happen to be on the MetaViver board of directors. So thank you for tuning in tonight, not only because we need the research to make sure that I'm here to be able to watch my children grow up, but I thank you on behalf of MetaViver as well. 100% of every dollar raised tonight will be funding metastatic breast cancer research. Thank you for helping to shine a light on the needs of the metastatic breast cancer community. And thank you for doing more for stage 4.
Thank you so much, Kate, and everyone standing with you at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is amazing to have you as a liaison on the Light Up NBC project with MetaViver, and we're thankful for all that you do. Next, let's say hi to Liz, who is also joining us while on vacation. We have very dedicated volunteers here. And she is standing by in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Go.
Hi, I'm Liz McSpadden. I'm at the island in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I was diagnosed when I was 30 with stage 2, which unfortunately progressed to stage 4. I was actually misdiagnosed, but I didn't know it until a year later after being told I was in remission. I went through chemo, a double mastectomy, and radiation, and thought I was in the clear, and then I was told I had stage 4. I had to fight for my life yet again. When I was diagnosed at 30, we were trying to start a family, and our hopes and dreams were crushed. Now at 33, we're starting for a family again, but with a surrogate. I fight here today for research. Research is the only way that we know we can try to find a cure. And I want to find a cure to know that one day I won't have to worry about how many Christmases I'll make, or how much time I'll have with my husband or my future child, or with my friends and family. But I also worry for all my friends that are at my age, because this disease kills so many at such a young age. And I worry for all of our young women, for our aunts, our sisters, our mothers, our grandmothers, and for all our future men and women. I fight for all of us to have a future. Research is the only way. Thank you.
She's amazing.
She is, and very dedicated to the cause.
Very dedicated. Once again, joining us from vacation, and we're seeing these women, and we're hearing these stories, and we're seeing these landmarks, and the whole reason we are here is to raise money to fund research to help find answers. We are here thanks to our very generous friends at Live by Live, who have kind of helped us come out to you wherever you are joining us from. Now, we saw Liz in front of that gorgeous Ferris wheel. If you would like to check out a lot of the pictures that will be coming in, and as Tammy mentioned, use the hashtag LightUpNBC if you'd like to share your photos. You can go to any of our social pages. That would be Facebook and Instagram at LightUpNBC. Check out those pictures for the next couple of days. And then while you're there, I can't stress this enough. Follow us, because we are learning so much about MBC, and really having that knowledge is what helps us move forward.
Exactly. And while you're online, be sure to go to metaviver.org/lightupnbc to check out some of the awesome merchandise we have for sale. This is another way for you to support our mission and really have a meaningful memento of this evening. It's designed like a concert tour. So on the back, you can see 137 cities that have participating illuminated landmarks.
I love that. I love all the pink and the green and the teal. It is, by the way, extremely soft. I think you will like it. And we've got options, right?
We do. We have the crew neck, we have the V-neck, we have the tank top. So check it out online.
We all like to have our options. So we've been seeing a lot of landmarks tonight.
Yes.
We've seen buildings, we've seen Ferris wheels. But get ready, because we're about to see a landmark in a little bit of a different way. Check this out. This is drone pilot Feluxy from the super popular Drone Racing League, showing off. This is the Capella Tower in Minneapolis. That is a stunning shot. Look at that.
It's incredible. Thank you so much, Feluxy. We know that your family has been touched by breast cancer, and we really appreciate you capturing this amazing aerial footage for us.
Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures, and we send our love and support to your family as well. If you've been enjoying seeing all of these landmarks lighting up, if you have been moved by the stories that you're hearing tonight, please show your support. Text us NBC 2021 to 50155. You can also head to metaviver.org/lightupnbc.
And now it's time for our final music performance of the evening.
This Grammy winner is known for his unreal guitar skills, his signature voice, and you may have heard of him. He is the co-founder of the rock band Rage Against the Machine, but tonight he's lending all those talents right to us. Please welcome Tom Morello.
Hi, I'm Tom Morello. Today we are shining a light on stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Those of you dealing with a diagnosis know it's a hard road to travel, but I'm here to remind you that you are not traveling it alone. Together, and with the support of the generous donations coming in tonight, we are fighting for your future, fighting to live life as you want it to be. May the road you must travel be guided by tonight's light of hope. God bless. And this is the road I must travel. The 7 summits, and I swam the 7 seas, but the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Well, I fought in the jungles and I fought in the streets, but the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Yeah, once I had a reason, don't know what it could be, and the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Well, I sang to myself that I wanna be free, but the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Na 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 na. I walked the empty desert, and I was burned in the heat, but the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. I crossed the frozen wasteland, in the bitter cold did freeze, and the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Now I will knock on every door, for I do not have a key, and the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Well, I sang to myself that I wanna be free, for the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. Na 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 na. Shot a man in Soho, couldn't guess his age. I found his empty journal, I filled up every page. I called up my state senator, they said he wasn't there. The secretary took my name, oh man, she sounded scared. So I counted my misfortunes, I added up the blame, and I picked through all the garbage, and I checked off all the names. I read in the newspaper, they questioned my old friends, they hoped that they could find my ass before I struck again. And I sang to myself that I wanna be free, but the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. So when thirsty I will drink, and when hungry I will steal, and the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. So tonight I walk in anger, worn shoes on my feet, and the road I must travel, its end I cannot see. And I will sing to myself that I'm gonna be free, but the road I must travel, yeah, its end I cannot see. Na 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 na. There's a sign along the highway, but it's too dark now to read.
That was amazing.
I mean,
wasn't that amazing?
We're just standing here. We're like, that's amazing. We're looking this way because the monitor's here. We were just like, oh.
We're having a love fest here.
Thank you,
over
Tom Morello. Seriously, you rock, my friend. Awesome.
Literally
Thank you.
rock. All right, well, we want to take a minute now to thank Pfizer again for their tremendous support of the NBC community, for coming up with the Find Your NBC Voice project that was created so that NBC patients could have informed conversations and really help people to find their voice.
We have seen so many landmarks. We have heard so many stories. I have to say, I knew about breast cancer, but Tammy, when you brought me into this, I did not know about metastatic breast cancer. And I think for so many of us, there's a little bit that we know, but there's so much knowledge. You have been living with metastatic breast cancer for 6 years. What are some things that you would like people to know about living with MBC and why donating tonight and going forward is so important?
I think it's important that people realize that there is no cure for metastatic breast cancer. It's not like you can just have a double mastectomy and be done and be better. And metastatic breast cancer patients are in treatment for as long as it'll work. I never thought that I would pray to be able to get PET scans every 4 months for the rest of my life, but I actually say to the people at the hospital every 3 months, hope to see you again in 3 months, right? I think that psychologically it's a very difficult illness. And, you know, if I haven't heard from somebody in a while, sometimes I catch myself Googling an obituary, and that shouldn't be the case. No. The death rates shouldn't be what they are, and it can be changed if we can fund the pipeline. That's what needs to happen. Right now, it takes about 7 years to go from mouse to market. And everything in the pipeline can, you know, be faster if it is full with funding hypotheses from scientists that can be funded, that can create these breakthroughs that we
donating. We still have a couple more landmarks that we need to get to. So right now we would love to travel to Charlotte, North Carolina, where Marin is standing by. Marin, welcome in.
Hi, I'm Marin, and I'm joining you from the beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina skyline, where many of our landmarks lit in honor of National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Night. I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer 2 years ago at age 49. When I was diagnosed, I already had metastasis throughout my entire skeleton, through my liver, in multiple lymph nodes, and in my brain. I know that research is essential. I am a nurse and I have a PhD and I am a professor of nursing. I have done research for my entire career. I know the value of research. I understand it, how essential it is. I have 4 children, and their ages, I have 20-year-old twins and boys who are 15 and 12. And I want to live long enough to see them graduate from high school and get married and have babies of their own. And I know that we need desperately funding for research so that we can prevent recurrence, and so we have access to treatments that will help stop breast cancer. Please, please donate to our campaign. This is such an important event, and we're so grateful that you've joined us. And please, please fund research so that we can find ways to overcome metastatic breast cancer. Thank you again from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Thank you so much, Marin. And now it's time for our last landmark of the evening. We're going out to Oklahoma. I've always wanted to visit Oklahoma. And saying hello to this mother-daughter combo, Shar and Dina. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi, I am Shar McLaughlin, and this is my daughter, Dina. And we are here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Unfortunately, breast cancer runs very deep in my family. My mother, my aunt, my sister, myself, we've all had breast cancer. Unfortunately, in 2019, I learned that my breast cancer metastasized. I could focus on the science that says, hey, I'm not going to be around, in a couple of years, but I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on traveling with my husband and going to school activities with my grandchildren. But for that to happen, we need the research to find either a way that I can live for a long, healthy life or a cure for metastatic breast cancer. And I need it now. And that's why this fundraiser is so important to me tonight. If anyone, whatever you can give, if we all give together, it adds up. And anything that you give tonight goes towards research and metastatic breast cancer. So we really appreciate it. And thank you from Oklahoma City.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shar and Dina. And now, psych, we actually have, surprise, just wanted to say that. It's like an encore, right? Like a concert.
Yes, there you go.
So we actually have one more landmark for you tonight. And we are going to Michelle. I think, Katie, you just wanted me to say Okoboji, Iowa.
Well done.
I think I said it properly.
Yes, you did.
And we're really excited to be able to hear Michelle's story.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle Shortbaker. I'm live from Arnold Park, Iowa. Captain's Getaway was nice enough to let us use the rooftop for this event. I was diagnosed in 2018 with metastatic breast cancer. I had no prior diagnosis. I had no family history. My genetics counselor suggested my sisters go get checked and tested also. My middle sister was diagnosed with breast cancer exactly 3 months after me with an early stage. This is very important for me because we need research and we need cures, and this is the only way to keep us thriving. I don't consider myself a thriver or a survivor. I consider myself a thriver. I actually hate the word survivor because I won't survive. I'm terminal. Thank you for all your supports and donations. This means a lot to all of us.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Meeting her this summer over Zoom, all those interviews that we did together, and hearing these stories of hope and of strength and of survivorship. This is why we are here. And we are here with you thanks to a lot of friends, a lot of generous support, including our friends from Live by Live. If you would like to see pictures of all the landmarks that we've given you just snippets of, again, more than 225 around the world are going to be lit up, please go to our social pages. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Light Up NBC. And then while you're there, I can't stress this enough, as important as donating is, it is just as important to follow these pages and let's share the knowledge and let's help teach each other where we're at, where we need to go.
Exactly. It's so moving to see so many landmarks lit tonight. There's something so special about knowing that more people are recognizing metastatic breast cancer, and the fact that every single state in the United States has landmarks that are lighting, including DC as well, and Puerto Rico, and around the world in countries like Sweden and Canada and Ireland. Special thanks to Morgan Stanley that also has exposure for Light Up NBC in Hong Kong, Mumbai, and London. It's really becoming a movement, really a movement to help people understand what advanced breast cancer is all about and how we can make it a chronic illness instead of a deadly one. And we do that by raising awareness and funding research for stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
And that's why we're so glad you are here with us tonight. Now, we've been seeing the lights. Tammy, we have heard from so many people. we've heard about friends that you have lost. As you go day to day, you've been battling for 6 years. Where do you find your light to go forward?
My light, I think, is mostly from the relationships in my life. Certainly the relationships with my husband, with my children, with my family, with my friends and colleagues. But also, the light also just comes from giving back to the world and really finding that sense of purpose, like I'm contributing and giving some type of purpose to living with metastatic breast cancer.
And you are doing that like a rock star as the creator of Light Up NBC Live. You are why we are here for the 2nd year in a row. And for everyone living with MBC, finding your light means finding hope.
I find my light through my family, especially my 2 young daughters, who were only 2 and 4 when I was first diagnosed.
So I think I find my light from my husband, my children, my family, and my support system.
My family, of course, but I just know that she's on the other side fighting for all of us and fighting for the future and fighting for metastatic breast cancer research on the other side. And I know it and I can feel it.
I find my light all around me in my faith, my family, and my friends.
For me, my light is with my children. The love of my children is what gives me hope for the future.
I find my light in my son. He is 5 years old, and my husband, my brother, my sister-in-law, my new nephew. My family has really pushed me forward, and they're the ones that keep me going.
I find my light in my husband and my whole family.
I find my light in my son, first of all, and then I also find my light in this community of friends that I have met through advocacy, and I find my light in the hope that research brings.
I find my light also in learning to take one day at a time and enjoy each and every day that I have in our family, definitely our family.
And I just know that in my lifetime, we're gonna see a cure because she's on it on the other side.
Let's keep that light shining, shall we? We are coming to the end of our show, but you still have time to show your support by making a donation. You see the info at the bottom of your screen. Text NBC 2021 to 50155, or you can go to metaviver.org/lightupnbc.
Oftentimes, when someone may want to interview me, they say to me, "Oh, can you send me some of your pictures and treatment?" And they think that I'm going to send them pictures with no hair in my head, because that is in what's people's minds as the cancer treatment. And I hope that you've learned a little bit more about metastatic breast cancer tonight, and that it can be invisible. Maybe some of the people that you've seen isn't what you would have expected as people living with stage 4 cancer. I also hope that you have felt the desire tonight for life.
Yep.
For people fighting for their lives. And as much as I never wanted to be part of the MBC community, that is one of the things I'm grateful for. The connections that I've made to people, and that energy and that lens on appreciating every single day. And I hope that the people watching tonight think about where they find their light, and how, looking at everyone tonight, just how can you find your light, and how can you nurture it, and how can you see life through that lens that every day is so precious.
Absolutely. Beautifully said. And your light shines beautifully bright.
Thank you. I do want to say thank you again to all of our sponsors for their generous donations that will help fund life-saving research. I also want to thank all of the Light Up NBC ambassadors who have helped make tonight possible, and an extra special thanks to the Light Up NBC leadership team. And I also just want to give a shout out to my husband, my children, my parents. Family is everything, and I thank you so much for all your support.
Absolutely. A big thank you to Orem here in Freehold, New Jersey for giving us this gorgeous space. We have a huge crew behind the scenes that have been helping us out and have been doing a phenomenal job. To all of you who joined us from home, who watched, who donated, who shared this stream, who are sharing these stories and helping make a difference, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Have a great night.
And make each day meaningful.